today.
So here's Kaimi Fairbairn to do the honors. And off we go from Nashville. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. So the Titans set to go to work for the first time. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
And he's had a great season so far throwing the football. Very likely could go over 4,000 yards with a good performance here. And even in an age of passing first, that is no small accomplishment.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Man open, that's Henry Ruggs. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he's taken down inside the 30. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
They'll run for the first time with Travis Etienne. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Touchdown! Alberto, his second touchdown on the season. And the Titans take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive, 6 plays, 75 yards. And the result in the end, a Titans touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Texans taking over offensively, and it is, of course, Deshaun Watson who leads them out at quarterback.
And he's exactly the man you want in control of your offense. Excellent arm, good zip on the ball, not afraid to use his legs when he needs to. And what he's excelled at doing is making plays when the first read isn't available or when the pressure's about to get to him.
They'll start with the option. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. To throw is Watson. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. Back to throw, Watson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Now Watson. He's got a man. It's his fullback. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's a 2nd down. Edmonds running out of the shotgun. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. A shotgun snap for Watson. He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. And he is going to have a Texans first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down. Edmonds going to get the handoff here on the option. We take a look at his numbers on the ground last week. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Out of the gun, Watson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And the Texans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Now a give to Edmonds. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? On the screen, this is Edmonds. Good contain. No gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
The whole idea of the screen pass is to fool the defense in a big way and create a big play.
They weren't fooled.
Not 1 second, not one bit. How about them figuring it out, diagnosing it, and spilling it for lost yardage?
So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. The numbers on the ground for Henry last week. 22 carries, 103 in the yardage department.
And they love what they've got in him. He's the number 4 rusher in the league right now, so you know that you have to account for him on defense, which means you can play complementary football as well. Throw the play action, get it out to the wide receivers because they should have some open space because the defense will key on it.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He'll get that complete to Alberto. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second and 4. That's complete. Okure-Bunam. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 43. Again, he'll drop to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Brown. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. On 2nd down, it's Henry. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. A big play that time on the catch and run. He'll look to throw. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. Down this close to the goal line. 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am. And you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. 3rd down and goal now. And this Houston defense not backing down. They'll look for one more stop. Henry will score. Touchdown, Tennessee. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Extra point right down the middle, and that pushes the lead up to 11. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change at quarterback, running back, tight end. It doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
Flushed out right. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. With nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
On second down at 4, Watson. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll go option to the short side. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Here's a give to Edmonds running to the right. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14. Watson. And that's complete to Cooks. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Watson. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now it's Watson. Man open, that's Ray McLeod. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 23. Here's Watson. Open man is Jordan, the tight end. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. 2nd and 2.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Throwing on 2nd and 8. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. Watson now to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Randy Gregory in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Escaping the pressure. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. It's picked up by the Titans. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Henry Ruggs in the final seconds of the first half. And the Titans would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 15 now. 4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. On one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Edmonds going to get the handoff here on the option. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, Watson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. From the gun, here's Watson. Got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Watson off play action. Now he's flushed out left. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Watson. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. From the 5 now, 2nd and a yard. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Salvon Ahmed, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And this is back to an 8-point game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Here's Mecole Hardman. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And defensively going with a dime set, 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. He'll drop to throw. Got a man, it's Brown. And he will have a Titans 1st down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Able to power through. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. On 2nd down now, it's Henderson. And this Texans defense, they're all charged up now. They stop him behind the line for the 2nd straight play. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. 55 rushing yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year. Derrick Henry. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. It'll be Edmonds to begin the drive. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Dexter Lawrence that time in on the stop. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. To throw, Watson. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. And, Charles, you look at this defense. They were a very loose group coming into the week, knowing they kind of had the upper hand going into this one, taking on a team that hasn't won in a month and a half.
And that works well for you if you establish your dominance early in the game against a team that's struggling. But if somehow they fashion some plays together early, knock them back on their heels, that looseness can be used against them. Then they're trying to scramble to make sure they get their game right.
They'll run on 1st down, Edmonds. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here, 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run with Edmonds again. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Hands it off out of the gun. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32 and obviously well short of the 1st down. So a big one coming here for Ka'imi Fairbairn. This for the lead in the final stages. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to.
Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 10 seconds to go. Laundry on the field. This is going to be a false start on the offense.
Sometimes you have to slow things down a little bit when things get heated. The cadence has to be slow and deliberate at times to make sure your team's ready to go.
Well, Charles, this one's going to be hard to digest. You take the lead into the 4th quarter, lose that lead. Maybe they felt like they let this one slip away a little bit.
They will definitely feel like that because when you have a lead in the 4th quarter, all you talk about doing is finishing and closing a game out. But when you flip it over,
tonight. From Bet.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
And his first pass is incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. So out comes the Washington offense as they get their first shot. And a look here at their go-to guy under center.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. The numbers for him from a week ago, 16 carries, 62 yards.
I was so glad you asked for a couple of offensive linemen to talk to before the game because they told us that in last week's contest, everything was clicking. Didn't matter whether they were doing gap scheme, zone scheme, power, whatever it was working. And they expect more of the same in this game, although they're prepared for some adjustments by the defense they expect to see.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
He'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Brown. That catch good for 5. It's third down. Back to throw. This will be caught once again by Brown. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down. So on fourth down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So, yes, your definition is apropos in this case.
And I don't know if he made it out of the end zone. No signal. Yes, it's a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here. A safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That one is slant to McLaurin. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. to throw here on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. Second time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And now following the safety, they'll have the football with a chance to take the lead as they begin following the free kick with a 1st and 10. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. There was a little space there, yes, but that was a well-executed run by the rookie.
It was, and he wasn't one of the higher-rated rookie running backs coming out. He's probably on the next tier. But let me tell you something. If he becomes more consistent and continues to have that drive to be one of the best, we'll see more of that in the future.
They go play action here on 1st down. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He finds his man, complete. That's Tucker. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
But they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. To throw again. Open man is Antonio Gandy Golden. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 25-yard line. They'll look to throw again. He finds his man, complete. That's Barnett. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Second and 2. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row.
Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And Washington has retaken the lead. Right down the middle, and the lead is now 2. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And it was polished off by a Washington touchdown, fielded just outside the goal line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. On 2nd down, Williams. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. The numbers on the ground for Williams a week ago. pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
On second down, it's Williams. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. They'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down. They'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
The offense on third down tonight, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was third and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Patterson on the draw play. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Washington on third down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. And he finds McLaurin. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. So no gain on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Hard throw, incomplete.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown. But when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy? I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They'll look to throw now on first down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. Back to throw here. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. Williams loses the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now back to throw. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. The Broncos on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll look to throw here. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Deron Payne. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And his kick is indeed good. And they take the lead here by a point, 10-9. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get him back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
Well, so far he has 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He'll be looking for that 2nd touchdown now. Here's a throw caught by Gronkowski, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Here's a 2nd and 7. This will be caught by Brown. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. That one caught by the tight end Bates. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They're going to look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Tucker. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. 2nd down and inches. And that one his first incompletion in its last 6 passes. And it's 3rd down. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. That is caught at the 7. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. He'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. Within his second touchdown here in this first half. And Washington has once again taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 6-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From the 6. And able to get this out to the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And we'll see what they want to do. Just 20 seconds remaining here before the half. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. 2nd and 5. This is the tight end fan. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Now in timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. Back to throw now on 1st down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. From there, we're off to check out another game. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Lastly, let's check on one. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 44 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
Touchdown! That's caught. A great effort there. His third touchdown now on the year. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. They'll look to throw. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a two-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense.
That's true. You've said that before. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Out of the gun now on third down. He's got his tight end fan. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Taylor with it. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Right back to him on first down. Now, after that last running play, we've got an offensive lineman down on the field. 8 yards to go on second down. We'll check on his status when we get back. On second down, they'll try and run the counter. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. He'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. And his kick here is good. And that lead is back down to 9 now. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. They'll drop to throw. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 49-yard line. And now here's a carry heading left. The corner, Ronald Darby, comes up to get it. 2nd down and 7. Now a throw here, hauled in. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 35. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Open man, Gronkowski complete. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. He'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And they're going to face a 3rd down. Back to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Tucker. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 17-yard line. From the gun, he'll hand this off. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. And they'll run on the inside handoff. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. Already a pair of 3rd down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this 3rd down try. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to his knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
Look for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And he will have a Broncos 1st down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be pulled down as a penalty flag will rein in as well. And that would appear to be a face mask. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Now this one complete on the slant route, and they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9. Second and 1. Got a man open, it's Sutton. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 25-yard line. They'll They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Finding his big receiver, Patrick, over the middle. Second down at 5. Back to throw again. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back into 32. Deron Payne make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Enough to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. There he goes, right side. 20. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced. So a victory here for the Washington football team. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half. And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there.